Yo! Video games.
No, we're not playing on a Duke, damn. We're playing on the actual best controller there is, the Xbox One S. Wait, how's this thing called? The Xbox...
I think it's just Controller S, yeah.
Controller S, that was what it was. That was a 2003. Wow. No, it's trash. Well, in comparison to all the other games we played tonight, it's not amazing. This game is not amazing. But it's the best of all... Wait a minute.
Comic gallery, hell yeah.
I'm gonna have to...
Are there codes for this?
Is there actually codes for this? Damn, this is all...
Can we look at codes for the gallery?
Look at it. Yeah, I want to see. What's in here. E46, thank you. Codes, pause game, all weapons.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay. Link might get taken down soon, so watch it on my side if I can. Well, I might have to check that out soon, Bacon. Yeah, hit me up on Twitter so I can get it there. I need to crank the volume, Chad. This thing sounds really low. Yeah, the SNES version actually had potential, and then it completely falls apart in, like, mechanics and gameplay. And everything else. Yeah. All that shit that doesn't really matter, you know? Who needs mechanics and gameplay? That's just dumb. Wow. Free to play.
When to go live?
Soon. This looks like somebody accidentally put the video as unlisted and someone picked up on the link for it somehow, because that happens in playlists and shit.
Right.
And now it's being shared around, and this dude... Bacon, is this poor bastard who made this asleep and he's gonna get...
Like, fuck.
The absolute...
This channel's gone tomorrow.
Yeah.
Is this poor bastard just going to get the absolute ass end from Activision tomorrow? Is that what's going on? Oh, no.
He put it as unlisted, so he thought no one would see it.
Right, because you have to... Usually, you put a video as unlisted, you could send it to people for review, and then the Activision reviews it, and they send it back, and they're like, yes, that's the case? Oh, shit, I feel bad, man. I don't know if I can... I don't want to spread this.
Is he like a UK guy?
No, he's just a dude. He's just a Call of Duty YouTuber with like a couple thousand subs.
Save the video.
Yeah, right. Naz, thank you.
And I bet you.
Anyway, long story short, chat. It's pretty much a full reveal of Warzone, the next Call of Duty Battle Royale, and it's free to play and all that shit.
Okay, so that's
2.6 million subs.
Wait a minute, 2.6 million?
He ain't no small time.
Oh fuck! No, that didn't say K. That says M. No, that guy is not small time. That guy is
You're a small time Sadler.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. R.I.P. to that guy.
Wow. Well, he's not. He's gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
That sucks.
You might be big enough to be like...
Yeah, big boys like him.
He has a big enough audience to not have to worry about it. Maybe.
Well, I mean, is it live? Is the video live, or is it still just...
No, it's still unlisted.
Everyone's just copying
it on YouTube right now.
Everyone's just copying it.
I'm going to download it. So
yeah, because it's gonna be gone.
I'm not gonna show this to you guys, chat. But it is probably if you want to inquire and I would not spread it around anymore, Bacon.
All right.
But for inquiring minds, you can go to other websites and look it up.
So, chat, you want to find it on YouTube? Just type in unlisted in YouTube and you'll find it. Just look for unlisted. It's easy. Just go there. Just go YouTube, type in unlisted, enter, and you'll find the video.
All right, let's see how this starts. Spawn time, Armageddon time.
Never say your shit unlisted. It's always private.
Yeah, well, you have to when you have to send a video to review. That's usually what you do.
Oh, you put it unlisted first.
Yeah,
that's true.
And then send it back to private.
Well, then that might be Activision's fault if they told him to send it to them unlisted, and he did, and then someone else fucking...
Absolutely.
Yeah, go to unlisted.com. Go to that place, and you'll find the video.
I remember it so vividly.
You see his like charred ass body.
Simmons!
Talking about Call of Duty, Warzone, the new Battle Royale. Close to you, chat.
It must be around the corner.
It's gonna be within like probably a week.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Holy crap, okay.
It's just gonna launch and it's gonna be free to play.
Yeah, it's like,
Wanda!
like
Wanda!
Apex was just like, oh, it just happened. It was like, oh,
no longer exists. The love that was taken from me by the Prince of
wow.
Hell.
Evan was in this?
Mabuja!
I made a deal.
Gentleman Gamer, thanks for the tier 2. This is actually decent quality CG.
Forced by all things evil to join with two miserable companions of misfortune.
Oh, this is based off the movie.
No.
No?
This is pretty much what happens to Spawn. You realize how much of Vincent is fucking Spawn when I look at this after playing Dirge. So much of Vincent's character of his big fucking red cape and
He's
dark costume
Vincent's just a weeby.
is just Spawn. Weeb Spawn. That's all Vincent is Weeb Spawn.
What? 3 people and 3 people.
There's the Soul Calibur axe.
3 people what?
They said that the guy who was talking, he said something about it only being 3 people, like Apex.
Oh
That
no.
can't be good.
I mean, I heard that Warzone had trios,
Yeah.
but I
thought it was
think
supposed
it's
to be-
supposed to have
I thought
quads
it was 1, 2,
too.
3, and 4s.
Yeah, I think it has singles, duos, trios, and
I
quads.
really hope that's incorrect.
But if it is trios, you can consider my excitement for it severely
dropped.
severely dropped.
Oh no.
Surely a herald of things to come. Not exactly sure what it was, but it can't be good.
A herald of things to come. What are you saying?
I
Sounds
have a
like,
feeling that you're
Kevin
about to
Michael
get involved in
Richardson.
something that may overwhelm you.
Whatever
Spawn?
that beam was, I can handle it.
It's Keith David.
Yeah,
If
he's
you don't have anything helpful to say,
Maybe.
Yeah. It's
Trios to start. Wow, trios is the max.
that confirmed.
Motherfucker,
Or is it
dude.
just that guy in the video?
There's also a rumor that Modern Warfare 2 is going to get remastered this year, and it's multiplayer.
That's dope. I mean,
I was right, Dipod? Yeah. Kevin
What?
Michael. Oh, I thought it was Kevin. It sounded like Kevin Michael Richardson.
They got that dipod voice.
This is Kevin. Yep. Thought so.
Oh, comic book covers.
Comic book cover number 35.
I don't even attack. I just have my chains.
So according to the dude in the video, it's trios only. Sucks for us.
That's,
Mr. Saints, thank you. Guess I'll pretty much play solos, and that's about it. B to attack with your hacks. Press it multiple times. You can also touch them with your penis chains.
yeah, so
I like it. I like where this game's going already.
Oh, shit. He said, no, it's 3 people only, no solo.
Fuck you, dude.
Literally the chat just said,
Fuck you.
"It's
Are you
3 people,
serious?
Only no solo. There's no solos as of yet. Wow.
Why did they have to copy Apex of all games?
Fucking Apex. Hold on.
Oh my god, there's no solos? People are saying there is solos and doubles. Are they kidding? Just check the article. I don't have time for this chat.
Yeah, right? Shit, right.
All I have is to read your impressions.
Yes. Chat is trolling? Okay, good.
Yo, Captain Elsewhere, thank
Solos,
you.
duos, or trios. Why not quads?
Alright. That's too much, Simmons. It's too much.
I like doing like blops of solid by letting Blackout remain there.
Right? That's right. Shit, I want to go back to Blackout. I'm all sad and shit. And I just realized, well, yeah, I have Blackout. I don't worry about that shit.
You guys play a lot of Blackout.
They do. I don't play. I don't know.
I go on, I see you playing all the time.
Yeah, I'm play all the time.
You play about 10 times more than me.
That's true.
Still have fun.
there a
Alcatraz is still fun.
Yeah.
That's exactly. That's all that matters.
It's good. I mean,
Right.
I think if I didn't have anything else to play, I'd be playing, you know, Blackout more
There was
a
consistently.
day-
But I played a lot of it when it came out.
There's a time the other day where like I was waiting for people to come online, no one's coming on, so I just did a solo. I haven't done a solo game in like 2 years,
Yeah.
and I just won the first one try. I was like, okay.
Weird.
super weird because like usually I don't. Whatever. Got in a car and ran people over.
Yeah. It'll usually go a lot better. You know what you can do with a car? You throw a trophy system on it.
Well, that's what I do.
Yeah, and they can't blow you up.
Especially in solo.
It's hard to throw a trophy system on a quad. The quads are better for running people over. What you do is, you drive a quad into a wall, and then throw the trophy system on the wall, and it bounces onto the quad. Makes it really easy to do, instead of like trying to juggle this fucking thing onto a quad. Dynamic.
That was amazing. I want his cape. I really do.
You don't, dude. That's the problem with these old Spawn games. They just don't render the cape because it's too taxing. And to be completely honest, you know why they don't render the cape? It's all you'd fucking see.
Yeah.
You'd only see big
red cape. But it'd be so fucking cool.
Right, but I mean, they'd have to like.
Yeah, you get your character would just be like.
The problem is like the front side of Spawn is interesting looking with the cape, but the back side of Spawn with the cape is just this big red blob of cape.
But you know what? MK, they have the cape and it's not too large. It's not like
well, in MK, what is he doing? He's like facing like this.
Yeah.
So the cape is behind him. It's a side view.
Yeah.
So it always can look cool. So that's a Vincent. Well, I mean, that was, yeah.
Vincent doesn't have as big a cape as Spawn.
In
second of all, that game sucks.
In Dirge, yeah, Vincent does kind of have big blobby cape syndrome.
Dirge?
Yeah, it's a bad game.
I think this game is better than Dirge, Max.
I'd have to see more of it. Dirge is not a good game, dude. Dirge has some horrible level design. Like, what the fuck were they thinking, level design? And like, the gameplay never gets any better. Like, you can do this other stuff, but you don't need to. So do you think that was funny?
Weird.
Dirge is just really, it's like just a really middling 5 to 6 out of 10. Yeah. There's just nothing special about it. The most special thing about it is how high quality its CG cutscenes are.
Yeah, because it's using the same CG studio that did Advent.
That did Advent Children, but the CG cutscenes are terrible. Like, the characters are awful.
There's like
in them.
one point in the game that it's so incredibly anime.
Dude.
Where like they're flying into something and like they pierce some barrier while flying and then there's like a cutout of everyone's
it's exactly.
face.
Everyone's everyone's friendship. Everyone's fucking friendship pierces through the barrier. I was like, oh my fucking god,
I play some anime shit, but that's pretty anime.
It was bad. Like, and then I actually, no shit, I erased from my memory what the fuck that game was in the end, because I did not remember this shit, but I knew I had beat Dirge of Cerberus, but I didn't have any memory of, like, what the ending was. Until I saw it again, and I got this weird deja vu, and I was like, holy fuck, yeah. I did beat this, but I chose to forget it.
Yeah.
I liked FF7 so much that I chose to just forget that this is, no.
Max's memories of Nom coming back to him.
It came back, like, right in the end. I was like, I think I did beat this, because at the end, I didn't know if I had or had not, and at the end, I realized I did. Like, the one time when it came out, and I just, like, I think I hated this game so much that I just erased it from my memory. It was trash, man. It was... The thing is, at least Crisis Core is a solid 7 out of 10. Like, it's got some bad parts to it. Like, the first half of the game is legit not good. But the second half, where you actually go to Nibelheim, I'm like, oh, this is actually interesting. It actually gets interesting.
Well, here's the thing. Here's the real question, though. If Dirge still had that fucking awful story and awful whatever characters and yada yada
gameplay,
but it was super fucking engaging to play.
Oh yeah.
I mean, would you
it would at least have a redeeming aspect. Like, I could play it again, but be like, man, the story of this is so bad, but it's such a fun game.
Yeah.
Like, that would be completely fine. The problem is there's nothing redeeming about it. Yeah. Like, it looks visually fine, the music's okay, but fuck, man, it feels like it makes you dislike FF7.
Yeah.
It actually made me like FF7 less, which is why I think I chose to forget it. Yeah, Spawn's like jumping shotgun animation. You show that off, Steve?
I lost the shotgun.
There you go. Jump shotgun. Apparently, it looks just like Dante.
Oh, it does.
Oh yeah, it definitely looks like Dante.
Oh yeah. Wow! Him doing the reload animation is literally fucking DMC1 Dante. Well, they did say it was Devil May Cry inspired.
I definitely need to try 3 special edition.
Oh, I want to. Yeah, when I get an opportunity to.
It's so good. I mean, 3's already a great game. It was already great. Now it's even better.
It's really cool that they went back and they added all that shit to it that people have been asking for so long.
Yeah.
People like modded into the PC version and shit. Anyone else play DMC3 Switch? I've been hearing good things.
The only complaint I've seen is some people like, yeah, well, it makes it too easy now. I'm like, because you have more mobility options. I'm like,
Yeah, they get more tools, the game becomes easier. Like, they don't really scale the enemies, obviously.
Well, I mean, the thing is like, the enemies, like, okay, the enemy has the same amount of AI and health and Trickster as he does in Royal Guard. It's just you can change to it.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I just don't understand, like, it's more just like, the game was hard because, like, you were forced to be stuck in one thing.
Well, I mean, put it on the hardest difficulty, right? That's how you make the game hard.
Yeah.
Like, if you're playing on normal, then DMC3 is notoriously, because you're probably playing special edition difficulty. DMC3 normal is a relatively normal game.
Yeah.
It's not that bad, but when you play like vanilla DMC3 normal, which is actually super hard, that's different. That's actually the hard difficulties. I think DMC5 is better than DMC3. Yeah, I like the characters.
I think 5's better still.
I think some of the settings in DMC3 are interesting, but DMC3 has a lot of revisiting to that aspect.
Yeah. It's like the only problems left with DMC now are just shit that you can't fix with a mod. Did
you play this game before or no? Because I think we got farther. But
we did. I don't know if it was on this or PS2.
Yeah.
Just save and continue.
Yeah.
No, I guess not.
Yeah.
Jesus. Jesus. DMC.
No, right?
Yeah, it's just one of those things where, like, yeah, there's a lot of, like, repetitive level shit in 3. And some of the bosses in 3 are just, like, not fun to fight. Like, at all.
Yeah, not fun to figure out.
Wow,
well, like, there's, like, that worm thing that just flies slowly through the whole
Oh, yeah, I never liked that boss.
And it's like, this, even if
you
it's
just
not even hard,
you just go into Double Trigger and lightning it.
Yeah, and do shit like that. And then, like, I don't think the Succubus is a fun fight because she keeps teleporting.
Yeah, to each side.
Yeah, so you just kind of, like, gotta chase her down and then wait for her to do, like, a spinny attack and then punish her. So it's like, you're not really engaged in the fight too much. You can try to be if you want to, like, Royal Guard.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of DMC5's enemies are, like, really thought out. Like, their boss fights... my only gripe is that a lot of DMC5's boss fights didn't come across as super tough. It's like, it's almost like the enemies are a little bit too telegraphed. Like, even Virgil and stuff in the end has, like, a lot of telegraph to what he does, and you just have to pay attention to it, but almost like a bit too much, where they're going way further in that direction, where it's just look out for what he's doing and then counter with this. So I like DMC5 a lot. I didn't end up beating it on the hardest difficulty, but when I was going through it before I had to like jump into something else, it didn't seem crazy difficult. It was just fun.
I mean, every single action game, except maybe Revengeance, has issues with some of their bosses.
Sure.
There's always some boss that just isn't that fun to fight.
Absolutely. And even in Revengeance, some bosses aren't that. There's a couple that aren't that great.
Well, yeah,
like the last form of the senator before he becomes the senator, like the big Metal Gear fight. I don't think it's
Metal Gear, whatever.
The spider thing. I don't think it's that.
Ray? Not Ray.
The Ray fights are good.
No, the Ray fights are great. It's whatever the man is. Looks like a praying mantis.
Yeah,
Metal Gear.
it's before you get to the fun senator
I forget
fights.
what the name of that Metal Gear is called. Metal Gear something or other. Celsius. It's like the worst. That's the worst boss fight in the game. Probably.
Yeah, I think so. But I love, my god, dude, the DMC5 fight where you fight the where Dante turns the dude into the bike.
Oh yeah.
Like that fucking music, and that fight is so goddamn
is that the
sick.
one where you get Trish back?
That's the one where you get Trish back.
That
yeah, where
one's
Trish.
fantastic.
That boss fight is fucking sick, dude. Just the amount of like, boom, and then the sword clashes off, and you're sitting there like with an opening. Jesus,
I feel
dude.
like with action games, they're a lot like how you think with fighting games, where it's like the best fights in action games are always characters that are like your character.
Yeah, right.
It's
Similar.
like the Shoto showdowns are always the most fun.
I love Shoto versus Shoto. But
Shoto versus Shoto.
and what is it? Angelo Cavalier. Yeah, the Cavalier fight is just a very large version of Nello Angelo in many ways.
The best fights are always the ones that are like a character very much like yourself. Like, why are the Virgil fights always like the best in the game? Because Virgil's kind of like a character like you, you know? Like,
I love that fight, dude. Just the music and everything, and the way he looks, like, fuck. Yeah, when you have to fight yourself, but like slightly like more evil or different, like the complete polar opposite of what your character is, that's what made Devil May Cry 3 so good, because they set up Virgil, like the polar opposite of you. A calm and collected, you know, calculated swordsman versus Dante who's just like, wah! Like wacky and crazy.
Yeah. I wonder what that director's beef was with you remember Spider-Man 3 where he was like, I don't like Venom, so he just like changed the...
Well, he didn't like Venom.
Yeah,
I think he didn't like Venom.
Sam Raimi just didn't
opposite.
like Venom.
Yeah,
he didn't like Venom.
But it's like...
You know the guy that made Venom?
That's the point.
The guy that created Venom?
Yeah.
Created Spawn.
Of course he did. Of course he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that mean, it makes fucking
Todd
sense.
McFarlane.
Yeah. I mean... I love polar opposites. I think that's a really cool...
I think that just that aspect, like Capcom loves its red and blue polars. Like Mega Man and Zero, Dante and Virgil.
I do think in like TV film it's a little boring, but in gaming it's fantastic.
It depends
works
on how
well.
you do it. It depends on how you implement it, man.
That is true. Dark Souls with like and Bloodborne with their PvP style fights.
Fucking Maria is like one of the coolest fights.
Maria and Gascoigne and Gurman, like those fights are all fucking super sick. The setting of this game is kind of what's lacking, right? Yeah, it's like they don't know where to put Spawn to make it like super interesting.
I mean, I'll
What the
give
hell?
You know,
You're moving that meat, Steve.
Yeah, I'm getting that meat. Beating that meat.
Jean and Bayonetta, yeah, right?
Oh yeah, she's always like she's the best fights in part 1.
Yep.
Like the Lumen Sage fights in 2 are probably the best goddamn boss
Yeah,
fights in
I'm
gaming.
really looking forward to going through Bayonetta 2 again, because those Lumen Sage fights are epic as shit.
They're so good.
Steven.
I'm beating my meat.
Steven.
Beat my meat,
You know what's
man.
sad?
It is taking damage.
Yeah,
You know
it
what's
is.
sad though, Max? Like Bayonetta 2 is still the only game of that type that has co-op. Like in-game.
Yeah, actual in-game
like
co-op.
mission co-op, not
Yeah.
Bloody Palace.
We're gonna have to go through that. It's been literally no shit since like 2014 that I've actually played Bayonetta 2.
I think you can actually play as like Rodan and shit in the co-op as well.
Bayonetta 2 didn't come out on anything but Switch.
Switch and Wii U.
Switch and Wii U, yeah. Did they fix the frame rate stuff in the Switch version?
Switch version is much more stable than
Good.
the Wii U one.
Good.
I wouldn't say it's perfect or nothing, but it's much more
I
stable.
think I remember watching a Digital Foundry on it. They're like, it runs like 55 most of the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's fine. It's really hard to discern between 50 to 60.
If you play them both relatively close to each other, you really notice like
Yeah.
how much better it is.
It's funny how like Bayonetta 1, right compared to Bayonetta 2, Bayonetta 1's art design is not good.
I don't
That
think
is
so.
that
It's
is
a little-
gray drab
It's
game.
a little gray brown kind of blah looking,
Yeah.
and 2's very colorful,
Yeah.
like really deep colors. I don't know. 2's a
Too
masterpiece.
bad Bayo 3 is never happening. I think Bayo 3 is going to be kind of safe for E3 this year. I think that's... All the devs keep saying it's going great, it's just that it's not lining up with any of our marketing efforts right now. Like, we're not ready to just show off because we have other games.
As far as E3 is concerned, is Sony
Always
the only
weird.
is Sony the only one backing out this year, or is there anybody?
It's hard. We don't know yet.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Sony's out.
yeah, that's
Fucking
what-
Jeff Keighley's out. So all the
A lot of
panels
big,
are gone. The creative director of the show is out.
a lot of big players that normally make E3 happen, old jettison
What the hell
recently.
happened? What's going on?
Long story short, there's been a long-winded internal power struggle / debate for a lot of shit from E3, which is why all the crazy shit's been happening. And this has been reported on because everyone is like leaving. Like,
Yeah.
there's all
There's
these people that were
something wrong.
responsible for shit. They're all piecing out of
Yeah,
E3.
you don't have to know anything to know just from just the people fucking backing out. Something's
Going on. Like, there's a
Something
bunch
wrong
of...
in Denmark.
Everyone keeps saying there's a bunch of red flags going on. And the
What
big
the
thing
hell?
is that the ESA who runs E3,
Yeah.
this is like the only event they do.
Yeah.
So they need it. And they're not going to... Coronavirus isn't stopping it. They're not going to stop it for this. They have to run this show because they have nothing else, or else the company's gone. But yes, them, leaking the private information of 2,000+ people over the span of 10 years really didn't help them out, and that was the beginning of sort of the end.
What? They leaked the...
Last EVO, they leaked a shit ton of people's information. It could have been ours,
EVO
too.
or E3?
E3. So
Okay.
it happened at EVO.
Yeah.
But at EVO, like, a lot of people were freaking out because their personal information was leaked, and the reason it was, if you clicked, like, yes, I want to sign up for the E3 newsletter, that was it.
Right.
Your information got leaked, so...
Everyone who signed up for their newsletter.
Luckily, whenever I signed us up, and you, and all of you guys, I always click no to that shit because I don't need that.
Yeah.
So thank God I did that, or else, like, all of our home addresses, cell phones, everything would have been, like, blood types, dick size.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, I already have that as public information anyway.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, that's why. Yeah.
You can go to Steve's channel at infinite_SG.
Yeah. And, Google Cat Bump like that. And my thing's Damn, that sucks, man.
Comic-Con is still going? What are they? They're fucking... Oh, dude. No.
He's like, no, like,
damn, dick size too?
I've been to many Sakura Cons. I love Sakura Con Seattle, but guys, if it's still happening in March, don't fucking go.
Damn.
Like, Seattle's got a big problem with Outbreak there. Like,
and I'll only go...
Don't go to
I'm only going... I mean, funny enough, like, EVO's a bit weird this year because of, the virus and everything. But I only go to Comic-Con now unless there's something legit interesting there. If it's just like a general Comic-Con visit, I've done that for a couple of years and I'm just like, there's just nothing to fucking do. I'm just not interested in walking around giant crowds of people trying to get to like a vendor to look at some toys or some shit.
Comic-Con is for me? Waiting in lines. That's what it feels like to me.
Like, unless there's something big, like the last time we went to Comic-Con was when Resident Evil 2 was there. And we got to play RE2 again. And that was like the big motivator, was like, oh, if there's a game there to play, I will absolutely make my way to Comic-Con as soon as possible. If there's a Capcom thing or something.
The biggest problem for me with Comic-Con was not even necessarily all the other problems that are there, but more of a cultural thing, because nobody's at Comic-Con because they want to be there for a good time.
Oh, they're there to get the swag.
People
they're there to get the
are
exclusive.
aggressively trying to get fucking
their
exclusive to sell.
It's their job.
Or to meet that celebrity signing. Nobody's there for any sort of recreational, I want to meet people, I want to have fun, I want to...
No, it is a well-oiled machine.
It is a hustle. It's just everyone's...
It's Hollywood, man.
It is 100%
Hollywood.
plus 1,000 person hustle now. And it's the feel, just the whole atmosphere, the whole everything, from the staff to the people there, just fucking blows dicks now. So I've been going since 2004. So I
remember somebody told me like it hasn't been about comics in over like
not really,
not really
15 plus years.
But it's like it's like I've been going since before Hollywood got involved.
Spawn Armageddon.
So it's like I've seen
that's what we're playing.
What happened. I've seen how it's changed, just from an attendee. From a cultural standpoint, I don't really know how else to say besides that word. It's weird.
I'm enjoying watching you play this game right now, Steve.
I'm just trying to find out.
I'm actually not even joking. I'm actually kind of like just chilling, watching you figure shit out. That was kind of cool.
I didn't even think I was gonna make it.
I got some what's his name? John Woo birds.
John Woo birds.
They're not doves anymore. They're just John Woo birds.
John Woo birds.
Whatever happened to that guy?
Yeah, he's probably still directing. But didn't John Woo? No, that was the other Asian director who directed the Hulk. He did the Will Smith movie. Ang Lee did the new Will Smith movie. Apparently, the movie sucked ass.
Tanked, bro. I saw 15 minutes of that shit and I was like, nope.
Did really? You actually started watching it?
I started watching it. I was like, holy shit, this is bad.
Wow.
But you know what? You know what's crazy about Will Smith is that he's doing so many movies that a bad movie just...
It doesn't affect him anymore.
It doesn't even do anything.
Even a movie which is super self-indulgent of him fighting his younger self.
Yeah, it's like...
whatever.
Whatever.
I'm gonna be in, Aladdin or some shit like that.
By the time that movie tanked, he's doing Aladdin, what is it, a pigeon movie or whatever the fuck it is.
Oh yeah, he's a spy pigeon or some shit like that.
He's fucking everywhere. It's like, yeah, that's fine. I'll take an L on one movie while I'm doing 7 others, whatever. Yeah, does not give a shit.
Stranglehold. I forgot about that game.
Oh, yeah.
John Woo's Stranglehold. It was essentially like a Mad Max ripoff.
Yeah. Really? Mad Max, Max Payne.
Max Payne. Yeah. Wow, I said Mad Max. You know exactly what I was talking about, dude.
Yeah, I know.
The visuals in Gemini Man looked pretty interesting from the. That was the only reason I wanted to see it. It looked interesting from the trailer perspective.
Okay. I got those things.
All right.
I got it.
I was saying some things are better when they're niche. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I don't agree with that as far as Comic-Con goes because
It depends on how it evolves.
Yeah, and so for me, it's like, but I go to Dragon Con every year, and it's just almost the exact same number of people, and it is just a festival. And no one's there for any exclusive tchotchke. It's such a different attitude, and it's still huge. Like, it can happen, it's just, you need to, it's the mindset of your event.